Oh my goodness, for the last time for round one. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, mighty, mighty warriors, and welcome to this, your final call in the first round of the 2015 Warrior Program. You made it! Welcome to the finish line. How did you do? What changes have you made? How have you stretched out of your comfort zone? What goals have you achieved? You know, congratulate yourself. Celebrate the win. I'm sure there are still some goals that are still left to achieve, but good news. Today is just the end of the first round and not the end of your business, so celebrate what you did right. Recognize where you still have some room to grow, and let's close this program out with some big smiles and a serious sense of accomplishment. Well done, guys. And speaking of accomplishment, Stephanie Natasha Lupian held 2 parties, booked 4, rebooked her 2 hostesses, and got 3 recruit leads. Boom, that's how you do it, warrior. Nice job. And Goddess of Horses, my lovely Kelly Ann Quay, was singing the song on Friday night to the tune of $1,054. That must have been a nice little feed bag for the horses at home. And Sherry Ann hit her WOW goal just in this last week and was shouting out to herself on the Warrior page. So I just wanted to let you know we are so proud of you. And you never gave up, and you took it right to the end, Sherry Ann. So well done. I know, right? Same goes for the Diva Knievel, and I'm sure we will be hearing from more of you as you guys go on. So Beth Crawford, you busted your tail, and I wanted to recognize that learning and growing is a huge win, and we are so very proud of you, very proud. And finally, to my own partner in crime, the lovely Goddess 69 had a $650 bachelorette party this weekend. Who says you can't make any money at a bachelorette party? Woo! Way to go, Amy!
Woohoo! That's right. And you even make more money when you go to Twin River afterwards and you win another $100. Woohoo!
Nice job.
Oh my gosh, it's the last call. But we have to, of course, go back to our first call, which was our kickoff call, which we combined both the WOW and the WAR programs. And, you know, because you have to have both oars in the water to make your boat move, don't you? So I always love, like, the breath of fresh air and excitement that sweeps through Athena's when a new WOW and WAR program starts. It's as though, like, with each session, it's New Year's resolutions being proclaimed all over again. It's like, to breathe it in. And if I had to describe the scent, it would be a mixture of hope, positivity, belief, support, and strength. It is a sense of a warrior. Now, the pages are rampant with fantastic attitudes and posts and inspirational quotes and pictures, and everyone's on board. They're ready to squash debt by booking tons of parties and recruiting like crazy. And, you know, in short, they're kicking ass and taking names. So, boom-ba.
Boom-ba.
That's right. You knew that was coming. Now, fast forward a few weeks out from the start of our program, your program, and remember that bottle of the warrior scent, you know, that hope, positivity, belief, support, and strength? Well, for some of you, the scent fades, and some of you listening right now might have just hung your head down and nodded, yeah, that was me. Now, listen, our intent is not to make anyone feel bad, because our goal is for all of us to be in this to the end, uplifting and supporting each other. That's what warriors do. No one is a failure. Kerri, can I get an amen?
Amen, sister. Amen.
That's right. And every one of us encounters hurdles. It's how you handle those hurdles.
Right. So what do? You know, when you hit those hurdles? Well, let's start with what you don't. So warriors don't whine. We don't post on the WOW and WAR pages that we missed a call due to XYZ. You know, sometimes you miss a call, and that happens, and that's okay. So now you got to go from there. Our Facebook pages are there for support and, you know, definitely, and for positivity, but it's not a pity party. So we're not trying to be fresh by saying that. We're just trying to be honest. So what you don't say is, you know, I'm not going to continue because I missed a call and I don't get the spoils of war, because that's not what this is about. This is about growing yourself and growing your business. So what do you do? Well, we encourage you that if you miss a call, brush it off. Go back to the resolutions that you made at the start of the program. You know, what you learned in those programs, what actions you put into place, what comfort levels you stretch. This is not about a free meeting ticket. This is about, you know, bringing your business to the next level. It's worth far more than any goofy prize. The knowledge and strength of not giving up stays with you always. If a team member or a fellow warrior says they're not going to bother listening to calls or they're feeling a little down, you know, it's your job to kind of wrap an arm around them and lift them up. Okay? Remind them that they aren't quitters, they're warriors. We all are.
That's right, and I think sometimes, warriors, they need to be reminded of how inspiring you are. So many times we start to let our stupid doubter voice start to speak for us way too often. And we think, how can someone learn from me? Or who'd want to learn from me? I'm going to ask you for a huge favor, warriors. Before you post your successes to the WOW and WAR Facebook pages, take a moment and post that same success to your team Facebook page first. Inspire your team members. Don't let your team members learn of your success and tribulations on the WOW and WAR pages first. Let your team members ask those questions how they can duplicate your success. Trust me when I say it speaks volumes. Share your aha moments from the WOW and WAR and teletrainings, and open up topics for discussions from the BBWs. Ask their successes on the business blitzes. How awesome is it that those are pre-recorded calls now? It's like, we're blitzing all day long. And I can picture you, Kerri, like going, like flicking dollar bills, y'all, like a gangster.
Oh, I am. I'm wearing my big warrior boots, and I'm like throwing cash all over the house. The kids love it. Our second call was the Disney princess Amy Martineau, and you know the woman who has been to Disney over 53 times. Yes. On this WOW call, our traveling goddess extraordinary Amy was giving us the 401 on Destination Paradise and how to get to Mexico. Do you guys remember that call? My favorite part of the call was this. Oh, it's okay. Yes, that's right. It's time to go to Mexico. And I will add that I loved being part of the Amy sandwich, being between Amy Labrecque and Amy Martineau. That was awesome.
Oh, Kerri, you are the fluff to our fluff and nutter sandwich. It helps to keep us all together. And Amy really was the perfect person to talk to about Destination Mexico, since she's like the queen of taking vacations. And I think Amy nailed it when she said the only obstacle getting in her way of going to Mexico was herself. And I think that is so true for many of us. It's themselves that get in the way, and because we think of 101 reasons why we can't or shouldn't go. It's like, oh my gosh, I can't afford that. Or what about work? Or I can't leave my kids or my pets that long. The truth of the matter is that we will be the first ones to encourage our friends and loved ones to take off and get away from it all. But we never encourage ourselves in the same capacity. And I hope we all adopt Goddess Helen Gannon's logic to thinking, because remember on the Warrior video that we played at the January meeting, Helen herself said after years of sacrificing and doing for everyone else, it was time to treat and pamper herself. So I'm with you on that one, Helen.
Me too, Helen. Absolutely. Don't keep putting off escaping reality. If you ask anyone when they're older what their regret is, one of the top 3 is not traveling enough. No one ever says, gee, I just wish I had worked more overtime and folded more laundry. Warriors don't wait. We don't wait on anything, not on work and not on play. That's what makes us different. We do what others put off. We have no regrets. I have been to Mexico, and I can tell you that the warmth of the sun, the kindness of the staff, the food, the music, it resets your whole brain, your whole soul.
And I love that you can have guacamole, breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yes.
Breakfast, guacamole, and French fries. It's 3 times a day.
I remember when I was leaving, you said, make sure you have guacamole with breakfast.
That's right. And I absolutely love that Amy is bringing her grandmother to Mexico with us. Like, what a bonding experience. And I don't mean just for the 2 of them. It's like, but for me as well, because I want to have a drink with her grandmother and salsa dance with her, too.
That's right. I can picture it now, all of us out there. I wear my peacock dresses. I'm never seem to appreciate the beauty of my peacock dress when I wear it to the office. So I just want to take Casual Friday to a whole new level.
She's taken it to the extreme. It is a beautiful dress. But maybe Amy's grandmother is a runner, too, because I didn't forget, Kerri, that you're supposed to be running up and down the sandy beaches of the resort, leading a pack of us like chariots of fire.
Oh, yes. That's right. This is on my iPod, for writing time. You know that. I can picture it now. All of us wearing our warrior T-shirts, gobs of cash falling out of our pockets, pesos everywhere. Amy broke down a success schedule for paying off Mexico trip, which was 6 months at the time of our WOW call, but most importantly, she had a strong message that you got to do the work. It's that simple. It's get off Facebook and do the work. And you have to put in the effort of actually working your business. Sit down and say, okay, this trip costs this much money. What do I need to do in sales each month or each week to make that work? And when you break it down into smaller, doable amounts, it suddenly seems reachable. So the parties are out there, the sales are out there, and they're not behind the computer screen. You got to go out and you got to do the work and make it happen. And speaking of making it happen, I think this is the perfect place to pause for a Gatorade and for the first code word. The first code word today is finish. The first code word is finish. F-I-N-I-S-H. The first code word is finish.
I truly agree with Amy. You got to get out there and do the work to make it work. Now, our third call was Hostess Packet Overhaul with the lovely Linda Norton. And at the end of the previous WOW program, we had asked the warriors what topics they would like to see addressed for the session, like we're doing right now, which we have on the WOW pages right now, asking for feedback. And you guessed it, Hostess Packets was mentioned many, many times. We had veterans and newbies listening in, and some of them were asking their heads, like, what is a hostess packet? Like, what is its function? What purpose does it serve? Because let's be honest, we can't just rely on Facebook invites to get people to our hostesses parties.
That's right, Dan Skippy. Linda schooled us that Hostess Packet is a group of materials that provide your hostess with the foundation she needs for her party. So these packets provide her with information, they bump up her enthusiasm, and they give her a glimpse of all the great things that she's going to get.
And that's exactly what our hostesses want to know. What's in it for me? And if your hostess is surprised that she has earned free product off her $500 party, or that she doesn't earn free product off of her $100 party, then you need to evaluate the information or the lack of information you are giving during your hostess coaching. Because the more pumped up your hostess is for her party, the more she's going to make sure she has friends at her house for a fantastic party for you. Because more friends means more sales. More sales means more free products for her and more money in your pocket. Now, I've been hearing I've heard of a few of the Linda's team members saying, I do my hostess packets Linda Norton style. All I could think of was that Gangnam style, welcome Linda Norton style. So, believe you me, as a veteran goddess, I was very eager to jazz up my hostess packets because I'm going to be honest and say mine had become way thinner over the years, and if I could only get my thighs to do the same thing, that would be awesome.
Okay, so Linda's hostess packets are set up to wow them, and right from the get-go, as soon as they open them, when they open the pack, they see their invitations tied in a fancy bow with a nice pen included for writing out their invites. It's just that little extra touch. It's like you're giving them a present. It really is little things that kind of stick out to your hostesses. The first invite is written out for them, and then they also have like a little thank you poem. I don't know if you guys remember this. It says, the hostess's name, and then it says, I hope you enjoy your hostess pack. Please go through it from front to back. I will call you next week, so please be sure to take a peek and get that Dear Goddess letter back to me. If you have any questions, just drop me a line, and in the meantime, I hope I've included some samples for you to try. They also receive a Dear Goddess letter and a self-addressed stamped envelope. What a great way to get their wish list and to have an idea of what their friends are going to enjoy. Linda also includes a current catalog that is sprinkled with samples stuck to the appropriate pages and a big sticker on the front that says for, and then it has the hostess's name only, so she feels like this is definitely for her. She also includes 2 to 3 old catalogs or supplements, depending on what she has on hand, and each of those have a label on them that say, please join us on, and it has the party date and time, or shop online at www.athenashcom/361, and then it says, please share with a friend, 18 plus only.
Linda definitely inspired many warriors to redo their hostess packets, and many warriors to start using physical hostess packets Many of them, like my girl Ty Kocha, they were very excitedly posting pictures of their new packets on the page. And, change is good. It breathes new excitement into your business. And I also loved how Linda noted she also takes control of setting up the Facebook invite for the event. And worries, if you are not setting up the Facebook invite, you really should. You do not want to put you do not want a bootleg version of a Facebook invite that a hostess throws together, which just absolutely screams, I am putting no thought into this party. We're all creatures of habit, even from the BBW a few weeks ago, the effective ways to pack and play, carrying your demo in stock. Many people commented that they were tired of how they carried their demo and they were going to purchase new containers and bags. That's why the same can be said of why it's important to refresh your hostess packets.
Yep, remember to consider that your hostess packet is foreplay for your party. Meow.
And Linda, I'm still waiting for those pierogies. So I haven't forgotten about that. Now, our fourth call was with the Queen Bee Jody Eno, and she walks the walk and talks the talk about high-end luxury items. Jody considers any high-end or luxury toy to be priced at least $75 plus, but there are other luxury items we sell besides toys. For instance, Secret Gardens, $28 versus Nympho's Desire Tasty Twist at $16. We have shea butter for $22 versus hand and body lotion for $13.50. Kegel balls plus for $41 versus the regular Kegel balls for $22. And Jody has found if you look for quality and features, price never even has to come into the conversation.
Yep. Inquiring minds wanted to know what the difference is between demoing a high-end toy and something that's more, quote-unquote, affordable. And Jody said very honestly that she never talks prices during her demo, ever. Why bring it up? Wow. Okay. That was, really good information. She says that she's given everyone a catalog. She's shown them the quality of the toy and the features. She's telling them a good time, a mind-blowing, toe-curling, drooling on themselves orgasm. And she feels like to oversell a $12 bullet as the best thing ever, how are you ever going to sell a $90 toy if you're overselling a $12 bullet? The Virgo would give them an epic orgasm. Once you oversell a cheaper or quote-unquote affordable item, you just talk them out of buying a high-end item. So, if we could sell you a Like Jagger for $30 is the best, penis ring that we sell, and then we show you the best penis ring, the Riders on the Storm, why would you ever buy the $69 one?
Jody loves that Riders of the Storm. I actually think of her every time I see one. Yeah, maybe that didn't just come out right.
Do you remember what Jody said when we asked her what to do? What do you say to goddesses or Adonises when you say, "Oh, I can't afford to add any high-end items"? What's the price you pay for not adding to your demo?
Yes. It is an investment. And you're worth it. Your business is worth it. Jennifer Jolicoeur makes it very affordable for all of us to add these high-end items. She does an amazing deluxe booster kit at every product release that usually has the newest high-end item in it. And during our national party weekends, she allows, goddesses and Adonises to buy one so they can show it and sell it. Besides, it's not like we're paying full price to begin with. Everyone gets at least 35% off. So maybe don't spend all your profits on coffee or snacks. Reinvest back into your business, because once you start showing them, you're going to sell them. I have found, and I'm sure just about everyone else is going to agree with me, that if you show it, you will sell it. Our customers want to see these items, so add one or two to your demo, and your party sales are going to go up, and that equals higher profits for you. And the office also has the LRC, so borrow a high-end item, show it at your next few parties, and see the difference. Give your customers the wow that they're looking for.
That's it. Love it. And so our fifth call was success scripts with the fabulous Chrissy Shed. Everybody knows I'm the original Shed head. I love I love having a super successful warrior like Chrissy come on and share the language that she uses with her clients. It really takes the mystique out of it. You know, it's not black magic. There are no goat sacrifices, don't worry, up there in Maine there, Jess Carter. Plain and simple dedication and hard work. That's just something that we're all capable of deciding to do.
Oh my gosh, Jess Carter just hugged her goats a little closer. Now she's like,
oh my God, don't do that.
No. You know, one of the things that Chrissy touched on is that her approach and language with her clients, it's changed over the years. And that the more you use scripts when you're starting out, the less you will eventually need them because they become more of a natural part of the way that you talk to your clients. It becomes like second nature. And I think she mentioned her scripts are often notes or bullet points, but they help her to stay on track.
Yeah, and I think the important thing to remember when we're talking about scripts is what Chrissy is so good at getting across is that you have to make sure that you're familiar with your information. You can't tell someone, you know, you can't just go and read off a page. You can tell when someone is just reading something they wrote out, something and just reading it back to you. It shows a lack of passion. And one thing that Goddesses and Adoni are is passionate. And she reminded us to make sure that you smile when you're talking because we can hear it. And she suggested that we write the main points down. So instead of word for word verbatim, you know, writing notes like, for example, share deal or share incentive, ask what works for them and what they want, and then explain to them what you just mentioned and have a conversation with them rather than just continuously talking until you know, they can't stand listening to you anymore.
I can't hear them. My ears are bleeding.
You're making me hurt.
It's like you have a connection with your clients when you meet them. So keep that connection when you reconnect. You know, Chrissy always starts her calls, but simply saying hello and using their first name and asking them how they are, as well as asking about something they may have discussed when she saw them last. You know, she keeps notes on all of her clients on her order forms. So when she does reconnect, she can show genuine care for them and not calling to get something for herself or just to make a sale.
Yep, exactly. And it's because she makes these contacts with clients about service and not sales that she's so successful. So last year, her outside orders alone, just her outside orders were $20,000. And when you care about your clients and when you really seek to understand them, understand who they are and what they need, the business can't help but thrive. And you thrive too because instead of dreading making these calls, you actually enjoy them because they aren't a chore. They're fun because you're connecting with people that love to hear from you. And that call with Chrissy was a great prelude to the call with Jill Cram because Jill had taken Chrissy's suggestions from the previous W.O.W program and instituted some new protocols in her own business.
I think the one word that we heard over and over again from Jill was organization. And that can be a hard one for a lot of people, including myself. You know, 'cause I'm going to put that out there. You are my people if you struggle with this. You know, we get so exhausted chasing jobs and the kids and the bills on top of our business. So when we have a moment to relax, the last thing we want to do is label folders and file paperwork.
Yes. I can totally relate to that feeling, but acknowledging the feeling and doing it anyway, that nope going attitude, that changes the way you run your business and how quickly you see results. And it can be a challenge for most people. Of course it is. Change is hard. It's uncomfortable. But we always say if it doesn't challenge you, then it doesn't change you. And if you want something that you've never had, then you got to do something that you've never done.
Dr. Kim.
Yep.
Oh, straight up Dr. Kim right there.
I know you love Dr. Kim.
Yes. Oh, that was incredible last time we saw
Roll with me. Come on, roll with me.
Chaka Khan. You know, I love it when our speakers bring that like aha moment to the warriors, because I think hands down the biggest aha from Jill was when she said she reviewed her list of all the active members on Team Crandon, and then she saw that 6 of them didn't re-sign their contracts for that year. So after poking around in the back, in her back office, she noticed that all their clients rolled up to her customer contact list. Now, how many team leaders out there had no idea that this was the case. This was a brilliant piece of information for Jill to share with all warriors. And she took the time and she printed out all the parties from her past team, all the parties their past team members had. And she took all their client information and she started the process of reaching out to them. That is proactive and really powerful.
That is. That actually, you know what? That's very powerful. Jill's got the power. That's for you, Jill.
Jill, the running right now.
All right. Jill's got the power. She took the time also to write a letter introducing herself. She let these folks know just that she was there if they needed anything, if they wanted to book a party, or even if they just had any questions. She even took it to the next step and made personal phone calls to each client. Talk about service. I think we mentioned, too, that we don't necessarily have permission of people to put them, on a mailing list, quote unquote. So we make sure that the letter is not highlighting any adult products just because of the nature of what we sell. And it's really just a matter of customer service to make sure that they know that they have a contact at Athena's. So just a reminder about that, permission for the mailing.
We also talked in a call about the importance of being responsive to our clients and how important it is to respond to every call, text, email, smoke signal, because above all, happy or sad, most people just want to be heard. And if you can make your clients feel seen and heard, then that's half the battle.
Yeah, exactly, Amy. That's our value added. We are, the person in personal service. The sale of adult home novelties is getting more and more acceptable and more prolific, and that's a good thing, but it also means that we kind of need to ante up when it comes to service. Anyone can go to Amazon and buy any one of their 60,000 items that are classified as adult home novelties and have it delivered to their house, in some cases with no shipping charge. So why would they do business with us? Why would they do business with you? Well, because you are you, because you care, because you're not a retail machine. You're a person that makes them feel like, their happiness is a priority. You're not just some robot,
Come with me if you want to live.
The Terminator. I'm sorry, I had to put that in there. You're not a machine, damn it. You're a human being.
That's right. You're not a machine. So, Kerri, it's been a wild ride. We have taken these warriors from 10-foot snowdrifts to spring flowers and green grass. And for now, warriors, until next time, we're going to leave you, when we hope that we will see you on the next round beginning May 27th. So, okay, warriors, before I give you the last code word, I want you to listen closely to the instructions. So if you're listening to this call Wednesday, April 29th, you have two things to do before going to bed tonight. Email wow@athenashn.com. In the subject line, you must put Warriors of Wealth. In the body of the email, you need to leave your name, your Goddess or Adonis number, and the two code words. And the last thing you must do to be entered to win $100 in free product is to go to our WOW Facebook page and post your aha moment under the thread that we have pinned to the top of the page. There are no action, 3 action steps this week. We're just going to say post your aha moment right here. So please don't post them randomly on the page because they're not going to count towards winning the $100 in free product. Mother Goddess, she'll draw a name by the end of the week, and she'll post the winner in the group page. So our second code word is line. Our second code word is line, L-I-N-E. So all emails must be received by 11:59 Eastern Standard Time on Friday, May 1st. Can't believe it's already going to be May.
I know.
We never wait. We get it done. So till next time, everyone. Woohoo!
Bye, warriors!